Hi divas! Welcome back to another video. It's another reading vlog. We're gonna switch to camera quality in a few, but for now, here we are. It's a big week. Next week, the sequel to Every Summer After, which I'm having a blank again. One Golden Summer is coming out, so we're about to reread Every Summer After, and then I'm gonna read some new releases. So, let's get into it. We're 6 chapters in, and it is already wrecking me. By the end of this book, actually probably by the next few chapters, I'll be sobbing for sure. For sure. Hi divas, I've been writing for a few hours. Right. Anyhow, I've been writing for a few hours, but I want to talk to you guys about the book really quickly. A little over 100 pages. I think I'm at like 110. Not the emergency book holder. Yeah, I'm on chapter 8, so we're at 15 summers ago, or 15 years ago. And I remember why I love this book so much. It's so good. Parts of it I don't love, but 99%, it's so good. But anyhow, I've taken a break and been writing for a few hours, so I will get back to reading probably in like an hour or two after dinner. But I think I'll probably finish it tonight, which is amazing. Like, it's really outlandish to kind of like get you. Divas, I am so glad that I picked this up to reread before the next book comes out. I'm sorry. I remember now why I was so obsessed with this. And I've said this like a million times before in the reviews that I did. There's just something about a lake love story. It's so cute. Anyway, there's really not much more to say other than I love it. I remember why I love the characters. I don't love her friend. I do remember this. I don't love her friend in the book. What's her name? I can't even think. Delilah. Don't love her. Obsessed with Charlie. Was obsessed with Charlie the first go round, and very excited to hear his story. I'm at the part where Sam has just gone off for his pre-college program that he didn't tell Percy about. And she's with Charlie, and we've just gone back to the current. She's like just had that panic attack whenever after Sue's funeral. And anyway, so we're jumping in there. And oh my gosh. You guys, I just got to the part. And this is why everyone hates it, is like the homegirl, Percy, like she sleeps with his brother when he leaves and breaks up with her. But they're not really broken up, like they're still together. So technically she cheats on him with his brother. And that's so messed up. I just cannot. Like, I cannot. I know it's all gonna end up okay because there's like literally 2 chapters left, but SMH. Okay, so here's one little detail I forgot. He finds out for the first time. I'm thinking he knows. I forgot that he doesn't find out until like they're in this current moment. Gagged. I'm gagged. I'm literally going through a roller coaster. I can't even speak. Roller coaster of emotions. Oh my god. Carly Fortune. I'm so unwell. I just love this book so much. It's such a beautiful love story between Percy and Sam, and just so good. Do I love the like 20 pages till the end? Oh, by the way, I slept with your brother when we broke up, or before we broke up, or whatever. Don't love that. I don't love that. But overall, such a good book. If you guys don't know anything about Every Summer After, basically it takes place over like, I can't remember how many summers in one weekend, when Percy, and I've talked about this already on my channel, Percy receives a phone call from Charlie, and basically Percy grew up coming to this lake. Her parents bought this cottage, and when she was a kid, they moved there. They have the cottage. Next door neighbors are these two kids. One's 15, one's 13. Sam's 13, Percy's age. And then Charlie's a few years older. I think he's 15. And it just goes back and forth between now and the summers, chronologically, like leading to the end and like the last summer they spend together. And so yeah, basically it takes place over, I think it's like 17 or 16 summers, but is that right? Maybe it's like 16 summers, but they haven't seen each other for 10 years. Eventually we find out that Percy and Sam fall in love with each other and end up dating and all this stuff, and they have this breakup, and the story of them's told in the alternating timelines. Obviously it jumps back and forth, like I said, chronologically until we get to the now for good. And I love it. I think it's so well written. I still have got to read Love in Other Words because I can't compare it to that yet. That was my goal. I picked that up probably like a month ago now to read, and I just haven't made time to read it yet. I wanted to reread this before the second book in the series came out, which obviously I've accomplished, which is so amazing. But anywho, I feel like it's just such a cute summer read, especially if you're a lake girl. Like I said in the video when I was talking about it for my summer book suggestions, it's just such a good summer read. And I feel like every lake girl grows up dreams of like falling in love with the lake and spending every summer getting to spend all the time with your crush, and that's what this book is. And it's just so cute. I love it. I would not give it a 5-star now. Now I'd probably give it like a 4.25. It's a great book for what it is, a fun summer love story. I definitely wouldn't give it a 5-star these days. I also forgot to mention that I did get my book of the month. I ended up doing an audiobook, fully expecting to do a hardcover book, like a regular book that they ship out to you, but none struck my fancy. I could have saved the credit, but I saw that they had the Malfi Curse in the audio book selection, so I did that and I've started reading it. It's good. I really don't know anything it's about. And so I'll put in a little like info right here, but so good so far. I'm in chapter 1. I don't even think I've finished chapter 1, but it seems pretty good. It's not something I'd usually go for. Like right now we're in the 1820s and they're witches or something, but yeah, anyhow, it was the closest thing I saw that I wanted to read. I'm gonna swap back. I'm probably gonna start Passion Project and then maybe do Nora Goes Off Script. But tonight, it's now like probably like 11. Yeah, it's 10:40. I am going to switch over and read more Magnolia Parks. Hopefully I don't get too sucked in. But I am almost halfway finished with the very last book, which is so sad. I've been watching so many booktube videos and I'm so excited for the May releases. I have 1, 2, 3 predicted 5-star reads, which I'm going to be filming a video because I've been watching everyone's like my most anticipated 5-star reads and then them getting them and reading them and updating if they're 5-star or not. So I'm very excited for those and looking forward to that. Won't be coming to you until probably the beginning of June. But I am just, yeah, so excited. Okay, gonna go now. Good morning. I'm trying to talk as close to the camera as possible because the fan's in the back. But hi, how we doing? I'm wearing the same shirt because I wore it to sleep last night. So, judgment-free zone here. I just edited together the first part of this video. Obviously, I finished the book last night, as you guys have already seen. And I'm just sitting here reading. My Kindle is waiting for the footage to import. And now I'm going to read my Kindle for a few before I switch over to reading, I think, Passion Project. I'm also going to write some more today, but I think I'm going to read first before I start writing. That's basically it. I think I'm going to turn on some YouTube on the TV. This is my favorite little setup. This was my desk a couple years ago when I was taking my like gap year and lived at home for a while before I moved to Dallas. So I just love the setup. It's perfect. I'm in the computer chair. You can see the TV perfectly. Anyhow, I'm gonna finish reading. I guess I could talk about my thoughts so far on Magnolia Parks. I've decided none of this video is gonna be spoiler free, as you guys have seen already. I just don't even know how to talk about the Magnolia Park series because like it's like a if you know you know situation. How do you explain the series to someone? Like, it's a bunch of rich kid dramas following a toxic relationship. Will they, won't they? Are they gonna end up forever together? Obviously, but it's just kind of hard to explain. So it's a if you know you know. If you like rich people drama and books based in London, you'll love this. It's based in Holland Park, and I'm really sad because I had not read any of the Magnolia Park series. I knew about it, but I had not read them before I went to London. So my friend Maddie went, I guess like last week or within the past few weeks. And she filmed a video where she went to like a cafe that they mentioned in Magnolia Park. She went to Holland Park, obviously. She walked around the streets and it was so cute. And I've seen a lot of people do that. So I can't wait to do that the next time I go to London. But this series is just chef's kiss. I never thought I'd be a person reading a book over like 400 pages. And the first one I was like, there's no way I'm gonna finish this book. But after the first few chapters, you get sucked in. Anywho, so good. I'm on page 326. I'm about halfway done. The last book is 711 pages. I don't think I've ever read a book this long before in my life. So that's crazy. I remember people reading like Harry Potter books like this and being like, you guys are actually nuts. So reading count is going to be superb this week for my little tiki-taki. But it's so good. Julian has just come back, and if you guys know nothing about the series, you're not going to know anything I'm talking about. But if you do, Julian has just arrived back in London, and this entire book is basically, it's the last Magnolia Parks book in the series. And if you don't know the series, there's two, it follows two main characters, which are Julian and Daisy, and that's the Daisy Hate series, and then Magnolia and BJ, and they're all intertwined, so they're all from the same realm and friend group and everything. It just tells from Daisy's POV and Magnolia's POV. And anyway, all to say is this is the last Magnolia Parks, so we will find out. I think I know how it's gonna end. I am predicting that Julian has come back and something happens between him and Magnolia. Not like anything crazy, but they do meet back up for some reason or reconnect for some reason. And then, I don't know, something's gonna happen in between. And then I think they're gonna keep planning their wedding. But I think the book is gonna end with like a full circle, and Magnolia and BJ are gonna have a kid or like be pregnant. I think that's what Jess is setting this up for, but I'm not too sure. But I do think she's pregnant. Anyhow, neither here nor there. That's basically it. I'll keep you guys updated. And excited, but also like really sad because it's one of my favorite book series ever and I don't want it to end, but oh, I'm gonna cry again. Oh my god. Jessa Hastings, like, count your days. Count your days. Count your days. I knew this was gonna happen. Basically, oh my god, Julian takes her out to lunch, then they leave. And he basically just asks her to lunch because he wants to know if she loved him. Because he loved her. And anyway, if you guys missed the last book, one of the things that I highlighted and I was talking about was the quote where, I mean, keeps me up at night. Julian goes, I reckon I could have loved you in another life or something like that. And she goes, I reckon I would have let you. Okay. And if you guys don't know, a big thing, like a quote from Magnolia that she talks about is how many loves do you get in a lifetime. And in this book, she talks a lot about how Bridget, her sister, who was one of her loves, but anyway, that's what she said. Oh my god, Jessa Hastings. How many loves do you get in a lifetime? It's undeniable now, isn't it? I've had too many. None of them are the same. None of them have felt the same. And all of them I loved incredibly different. They're talking about, like, the love between her and Julian versus the love between her and BJ. And he's just asking her, like, if in any world it could have been him. And she lies to him and says, no, it's always BJ. And she's apologizing. She goes, but you see, the thing about stars is that in another galaxy, the star is also the sun. If it wasn't him, it would be you, I tell him, for better or for worse. He blows out some more air of his mouth and catches my eye. In another life, yeah? I nod and offer him a weak smile. I'll meet you there. I'm sorry, what? Jessa, why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh my god. Per usual, my reading plans did not go as planned. So, I just finished Magnolia Parks and I think I can talk about it. I was gonna say talk about it and not cry, but I don't think I can talk about it and not cry. Oh yeah, also, I've been wanting this edition for a while and I saw it. It was like 15 bucks at the bookstore. So I grabbed it. And I think I might read this. I might read this. I have a lot of Kindle books, but it's the special edition of The Summer of Broken Rules. Look at those sprayed edges. And then the back has a map of the island. And the front flap has like a couple illustrations. I'm sorry. This book, I think I've talked about this like a million times. It's so good. So good. Read it a couple summers ago. It's just such a cute, fun summer read. And, well, I was going to say nothing too deep, but it is sort of deep because someone dies in it. Or they come together after a death. So, death is talked about in it. Also, I did not know these were a part of the Kate Spade collection at Target, but the Target I went to today to just waste time until Books A Million open had these, and I love these cute little decorative boxes. I have similar ones from Anthro, so I just grabbed the last two that they had. Oh, also, I got this card thing. It says "Funk It." If you know me, then you already know. Anyhow, okay, so let's get back to what we're here to talk about, which is Magnolia Parks. Oh my god. Jessa Hastings, Count Your Days. I've been crying on and off for the past 2 days since freaking starting this book. And the last book was everything I could have asked for. Seriously, could not have asked for more. It was such a perfect ending. Jessa Hastings, like, I just don't think I'll ever get over her writing. It's just so beautiful and poetic, and she has an incredible ability to put words that I would never even thought of in a sequence that is saying, like, the dog ran, but it's this beautiful way of saying it. Anyway, so that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you guys have never read Magnolia Parks, I think it's my favorite series ever. As far as series go, I would say 100%. I always recommend it. I feel like it's so different from my life, and it's such a good escape. It's based in London, which I love, and it's just rich people drama. And so I think having that, in a way, I don't get too attached because I don't feel relatable at all to any of the characters. But it is such a good series. I love it so much. It's like stupid, like it just has all the things. But anyway, the book itself, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, was the perfect ending to the series. I have no words. I know I've talked about like Ellen Hildebrand and like a few other authors and how they tied the end of a book together, and it was just like beautiful, but this was beautiful. It was a perfect ending. It ending exactly how I thought it would. Like I said a couple days ago, I was like, I think that she's going to end it with her being pregnant. She is. And it was just a beautiful way to wrap up such a messy love story that turned out so beautiful. This book was different than the rest because it had grief in it. And like from the beginning, one of like Magnolia's things is like, how many loves do you get in a lifetime? And I think Jessa did such a beautiful way of answering the question that she has this entire time. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. And her, like the last half of the book, or I would say the last 250, 300 pages, they take this trip that her sister who passed was supposed to take with her fiance's sister. And just like the last like 150 pages, I mean, if I could have highlighted everything, I would, but I'll put it on the screen. Magnolia. Jessa did such a beautiful job at describing grief. And in that sense can be relatable to anyone. But anyway, it's so beautiful. The last few chapters when they get married in Bali were just like, once again, if I could have highlighted the entire like last few chapters, I would have. Their vows were everything, and it's just such a beautiful story about love, loss, a life that's so different than my own, but man, it's just so good. And I'm so grateful that Jessa did everything she did in the last book to end it the way it is. I'm so grateful that it was 700 pages. I can't believe I read a 700-page book this week. And yeah, so I think I'm going to either start, I feel like I might start the Summer of Broken Rules, because I feel like that'll be a fun palate cleanser. But if not, I'm gonna go jump back into Saltwater. So anyhow,